You know what? Normally about this point, I normally see 3 or 4 people come in just at the nick of time, but no buggers turned up tonight, so they must all have something, more pleasant to do. Like, I don't know, clear their drains or something. I don't know. But I'm just going to go around the clock. We have got one person there. Hello, whoever it is. Can you just give us a hi in the chat? Let us know that you, or we're broadcasting out to you loud and clear. 2 people in the chat. Hello, Sam, and thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. So, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Simply Spooky, broadcasting through the Things Network this evening. And we are going to be talking about body parts used for medicine. It does come under the umbrella of spooky stuff, as I'm sure you understand. So, no moaning if you don't think it does. If you don't think it does, get stuffed. Really, get lost. So, anyway, welcome to this evening. I just want to do a round robin, and see how the guys are doing this week, and have a good week. Good evening, Eric, and how are you, sir?
Good. Really
Have you had a good week?
Well, kind of. We had a scare on Saturday. We thought my dad was going to pass away, so.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But
I'm sorry to hear that.
He came out of it, so.
Good. How's he doing now?
He's doing good now.
Excellent stuff. Excellent. So it's been a bit of a up and down time for you then, really, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. I was depressed on Saturday and Sunday. I saw him on Saturday. I spent all day with my mom and my sister and her husband and my dad,
Bless him. How's your mum taking it? Is she all right?
Yeah, she's all right, but she cried when she called me at first because she thought he was really dying because they told her he only has a couple of days, but he came out of it. It was his medication that did it to him, so.
Tough generation, the older generation, a tough generation.
My dad's an ex-Marine too, so yeah.
Oh, well, there you go then. That's going to put him in good stead, isn't it? That's going to put him in very good stead. So I'm glad that all was well that's ended well there, Eric. So that's good news. Now, Jay, how you doing, buddy? How's your week been?
Yeah, I'm good.
How's your week? Busy.
Now, so I was
Excellent.
on my nights, not last week, the week before. So I'm back on days now. So yeah, it's
good.
All right.
Good.
Different day.
Everything all right? Everything good? Same shit, different day. Yeah. Everything good at work?
Busy, very busy, but
good.
Yeah,
good. Keeps your mind off of it.
It's all good, mate.
So now we're going to get to Vivian. Hey, Vivian, how are you this week? You had a good week?
I'm a lot better. I have had a medical issue. Now that all the family know, I can let you guys know on here. I had a bit of an issue with the old ticker. But everything's fine. I've been referred. I'm not dropping down dead anytime soon. And if I do, I'll come out and haunt a few people because I've got a long list.
Anyway, so it's not an issue.
It's got to be done, isn't it? It's got to be done.
It's got to be done.
Have you been?
So good. So you're all right?
Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Perfect.
Still
and as for
working.
me, well, you've got to keep working, haven't you? That's got to keep you going. And as for me, I had issues with a butt plug, but less said about that, the better. We're going to talk. I want to say hi to a few people in the chat. Yes. Hello, Rita. I never spoke to Rita earlier. Hello, Rita. I hope you're doing well. Good evening, Sarah. Good evening, Lisa. Good evening, Scott. Don't worry, you're not late, mate. You're not late. We were late. We're always late. So, you've got an excuse. We haven't. Yeah, good evening, Sam. Lisa just booked holiday. Anywhere nice, Lisa? Of course, it's going to be somewhere nice, but anywhere that we know.
Can we come with you? Lisa, can we come with you?
Can we come with you?
Yeah.
Mr. William Subby, I hope you and your good lady wife are doing well. Lisa. I hope you're all hunky-dory and everything's going in the right direction for you. Sam, thank you, Sam. Sam sends prayers to Eric and his dad and everybody else, I guess. So that's lovely. Thank you, Sam. Depression. So Sarah says depression's hitting hard, but I have you all take my mind off things. Viv, I hope you feel better soon.
Sarah.
Yes, lots of love to you, Sarah. Lots of love.
Hugs. You wait till we get to Wales, honestly. We're all coming out of hospital.
Yeah. But yes, lots of love to you, Sarah. Just stay in there, buddy. Stay in there. We're with you. We're with you.
Back, Sarah.
Martin, hi, Martin. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, Sarah, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Say hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Oh, Gran Canaria, Lisa.
Oh, we're coming.
Very nice.
We're coming with it. Can all four of us go? We carry your bags.
Oh, it's an old joke now. I went to Gran Canaria once because it was cheap.
You lost
That's
me.
it's an old joke there. But no, Gran Canaria is very nice.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
excellent. So this evening we're going to be talking about body parts for medicine. So
Before we
I'm
do,
going to get
Yeah. Got to sing happy birthday. It's really important.
Ah, fuck that.
I'll sing it. Happy birthday
to you.
Squash
Tomatoes
tomatoes
and
stew.
stew.
Bread and butter in the gutter.
Happy birthday
to
you.
Wiki calls me.
Jazz hands. Oh, you Annette? Annette in the house. Oh, you Annette? How you doing? Well. Right. So now, is that all the birthdays out of the way? Yes.
And we've got to just introduce this.
Yes. This has come all the way from stateside. Now, good friend Mr. Eric there has sent them over for us. How cool are they? They are REM pods. How cool are they? They're very cool, aren't they? And they're made by the fair hand of young Eric there, one of our master announcers over here. And they're on sale. If you're interested in buying one of you, have we got what information have we got, Viv?
Oh, let's have a look what Eric sent me. Hang on.
Because Eric sent us some information regarding buying and purchasing one. They're absolutely amazing.
If you haven't got one, go and get one.
What are we talking about, Eric? How much are they going to cost us? How much is like?
Well, how much is it costing me, or how much is it going to cost?
No.
It's $65. It's $65 plus shipping.
That's
plus
good.
Shipping.
That's not bad. I think that's good.
You can't get anything better than that.
No,
just message Eric on Facebook. I'll put his full name on there so you can find him.
Ain't bad. $55. And plus
that's good. And you posted on top of that. Not bad, is it really?
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Good evening, Paul. I hope you're doing well, buddy.
Evening, Paul.
Hello, Mr. Mould.
So Sam Thomas has got some Sam here. Do you know what, Sam? I've heard of it. Hang on. But I can't remember what it is. I have heard of it, and I do know it. I can't off the top of my head remember what it is. I do know about the deadlight. I'm trying to go through the
deadlight. Wait, go back.
The deadlight. Yeah, I do know of it. You guys know of it?
No. It's gone over my head.
Eric, do you know?
What, deadlight is?
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard of it.
I think it's the opposite of dead heavy.
Dad.
I'll have to look at
No, I do know, Sam. Please enlighten us. Dead enlighten us. Please enlighten us. And because it'd be interesting to have a chat about it.
Oh, she has. Look, Josh Bender. Oh, don't, Dan. Don't say a word. I know what you're going to do.
Oi.
I'm
woke. I'm a new man.
That'd be nice.
Even Rita knows what I'm going
to...
Yeah. I heard Reese's little dulcet angelic tones in the background going, Dan, be nice.
Yeah. Just look up the name, Dan.
Oh, I will do, but I'm on the computer at a minute, so I can't. But I wish I had a phone with me, but I haven't. So, but yes, it's... Viv, how many computers have you got in front of you? You've only got 30 on the go there.
Hang on, I can do it. Open a second screen, because I'm very technical-minded now, you know.
Technical. It's called technical.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Josh Bender, isn't it?
Sorry?
Big, he's known to his friends.
Hey, Laura.
Hiya, Laura.
Dead. Lite, is it? Or L-I-G?
Lite, yeah.
Oh, it's a night shot. Demon full review. Ooh.
What?
Ooh. I might have to have a look at this. He does something with a push bike.
Oh, maybe. What is it?
Necromancer show. Josh Bender.
Oh, no, I haven't. I didn't know about it. No, I didn't.
Oh, maybe we should get him on the show as a guest.
Hello, young William. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope things are good for you.
Here, just give it
That
to
would
me.
be a good idea. Yeah. No, deadlight is something, isn't it? I can't try to think what. But I can't. Yeah, I didn't realise that. Sam says yes, that is him.
Yeah. Sam, we'll contact him. We'll see if we can get him on.
Thank you for that, Sam.
Nice.
Much appreciated. Yeah. Very kind of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Sam says they're great people.
We'll get them on.
Perfect. There you go.
That looks like me.
It
Look round pudding face.
So jaundiced.
At least it's not an aubergine.
I love you.
That is true. That is very true.
And I hear that Parker likes a nice aubergine every now and again. But he ain't
I've heard he loves an aubergine.
And cottage cheese.
You like cottage cheese?
You can hear her laugh. What did you say that was so funny that my wife was laughing beside me?
Aubergine and cottage cheese.
It's easy to make your own cottage cheese.
Oh, God damn, please don't.
From under your...
I'm not going to get into that.
From under your...
Yes, that's it, Eric.
Right, so come on, let's get on to the subject, Dan.
Right, okay. So, body parts of medicine. Body parts used for medicine. Now, do you know what? The first thing I thought of, Viv, when that came out of the pot last week was what was it called? Something 5 or fifth corner.
Fifth corner,
yes,
the one that, down in Great Leeds, yeah.
Oh,
And you've done that. You did that as well, Parker, didn't you? You did it as well, yeah. And that was the place that sprung to mind for me.
Yeah.
Because, Parker, you explain to people, and Viv, explain to people what it was like when you walk in there.
I was warned it was quite a very heavy situation when you go in. When you go into a venue, well, some bits, it's like, it's quite nice, it's quite peaceful. This is very heavy. You get a headache. I can't really explain it until you actually do it. Do you know what I mean? You do it for yourself. And it's like, when you get there, you're just overwhelmed. I'm just like, I've never been there. I've never seen human skulls, new torsos, butt cheeks. Was it, Viv?
Oh, well, yeah, buttocks.
Yeah, and I was just like, why would people buy stuff like this? But it's just a total different level.
Yeah.
Of, you'd have a bat with just like a skeleton and wings. It was like, why do people pay so much money for this? Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, you shoot, he had like a stuffed fox. Why would people buy money? Why would you pay money for it? But people do.
I bought a stuffed bat.
No, that's just weird. But that's my opinion, But the atmosphere there was very heavy. It was an instant hit, if that makes sense.
Very much like that, Sarah. Very much like that.
But yeah, it was quite weird to explain
what this place is. This guy is one of very few that's licensed in the UK to buy and sell human body parts, but they are medical grade. So you are going to pay a lot of money for it. It's not just human body parts he sells all sorts of other things as well. A very interesting place, a very macabre sort of feeling when you walk in. But because there is so much to see and take in, you do get a headache. It's so heavy in there, and especially for sensitives and mediums and things like that.
Well, you think of any place in the world that would have attachments to it, that would be it,
It was like walking into a serial killer's lair. It was like that. I mean, my head was like, whoa, and it was overpowering. You walk, because it's quite a small area, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you can't really move. I mean, I'm a big guy anyway, and it was, but even for somebody half my size, it was sort of hard to navigate.
Dan, he's expanded.
Stuff. Oh, wow.
Has he?
Yeah.
Well, he needed to be fair. But but it is an amazing place because he's got lots and lots of. I mean, there was, for example, where Viv was sitting at one point, literally just behind her, there was like a wall cabinet, and there must have been easily 30 human skulls in it.
Yeah,
of varying different, types. And some of the stuff he imports from abroad. Well, I'm a bit sketchy about the stuff that comes from abroad. But, I mean, a lot of it he gets from dealers over here and stuff. But if you want stuff that's English, then you have to pay a premium for it, don't you, Viv?
Yeah.
But tell him about the mask, Viv.
We found that he had the skin of a human that he made into a proper mask like you see on Leatherface.
Oh wow!
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He actually had one for sale of a man. They are expensive. He had human torsos, skulls, fingers, hands, you name it, he had it. And if he hasn't got it, he will get it for you. I mean, he doesn't get them to order, but if they're there, if they're available, he will get one in for you. So I would, if you do want human body parts, he is bona fide and licensed. Check him out. I'll put it in the comments. It's the Fifth Corner. He's got a Facebook. He's also got Instagram. He does raffles. You can every so often he'll do a raffle where you can win a human skull and a box of bones and other things that he also does. So
does taste as well, doesn't he?
He does. It's worth checking out. But this brings it into quite nicely about human body parts used as medicine in history. Now, I did a bit of research on this, and I was talking to Dan about it. It's got a special name when they use human body parts for medicine. And I'm going to talk about England. Eric, if you want one, just let me know, and I'll get one and send it to you.
Eric, Rita said no body parts.
But I'm sure he can get them quite readily where he is as well,
No, actually, it's against the law here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
You see, like skulls and things coming out of America.
It's surprising because it is against the law here. You gotta have, all our medical mannequins and stuff like that are fake bones and stuff to make the skeletons for doctors and that. They're all fake.
Are they?
Wow.
That's interesting.
Isn't it?
Somebody should tell Zach Bagans that.
I know.
It's interesting, isn't it? Really, you think about that. I thought they'd have been right across the board, but
I think the only
difference with him, though,
I think the only thing with him though is that people donate it to him, and that's the difference. I don't think it's against the law then if it's donated.
See, I remember even as a kid, sort of, I don't know, 13, 14, when we did biology, they had like a fetus in a jar.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Like a human fetus in a jar.
Yeah.
We had a full skeleton in a cabinet. You used to get him out and look at him and then push him back in and shut the cabinet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's like half the course over here, isn't it?
Yeah.
But but it's interesting, though. But he's quite a nice guy, isn't he? What's the guy's name?
He's lovely. He's Henry.
Henry. Yeah, he's quite a nice chap, isn't he?
But this made me start thinking about, and I did a bit of research. So back in history,
that's you told, Eric.
So back in history in England alone, I'm going to talk about England alone. There was a fashion where you would go and see the apothecary. I can't pronounce that word. Apothecary.
Yeah.
Or the whoever it is you needed to see, and they would make a medicine for you. And sometimes they would use human body parts. And I understand.
Thank you, Sam. That's very kind of you.
They did use people that were executed, so people that were hung. They took the body when it was fresh, took what they wanted, and then they disposed of the body, cremated, buried, whatever it is that they would do with the body. Sometimes the body snatchers, and now you hear about this, people saying that, they would put these things around the graves or put them along the walls of the cemeteries and things, but they would dig up the graves, not just for dissection. Some of these bodies that were removed were actually used. The body, some parts of it was sold, mashed up, made into a brew, and then given to the person that had the ailment. For example, if somebody couldn't see very well, had blurred vision, they would take the eyes of a dead person, boil them, do whatever, put them in this elixir and tell this person, oh, if you drink this, it will help your eyes, you know. And they really did believe that they were doing a good service to the afflicted and the people that were that were ill. I'm just looking at. Yeah.
Do you know what is funny, that Sam? Because I was thinking, if you were a bloody serial killer and you opened a shop like that, you'd have no problem getting rid of the evidence, would you?
Yeah,
No, not at all.
we'll send them to the pigs.
But my question is,
yeah.
Dan, but you know, and my question is, right, where that went on, I know the person is deceased, right? So I'm just throwing this out there. They've already long gone, left their body, gone to the different dimension, wherever it is, they've gone, heaven, hell, I don't care. Surely they wouldn't be happy about that, desecrating the body. If that was me, I'd come back and haunt, wouldn't you? Surely there's got to be some kind of haunting or something.
Well, I would think so, to be honest. I think the idea is that, I mean, certainly with Christianity, people, and I don't know what it's the same with other religions, but it's Catholicism, that the body is meant to be there for you to return to. So there has to be something there for you to return to Day of Judgment, you know? So if they were Christian, I don't know how that would fit. But then, like a friend of mine, his dad left his body to medical science, which is a very honourable thing to do, you know? But it is interesting. It is interesting. But yeah, no, I don't. I would think you're right.
William said something quite interesting. Put up, Dan. He's.
Sorry, just about to. Yeah, alchemy is connected to the human body. Absolutely, William. But it doesn't use human body parts at all. You really have to understand the basic chemistry of the human body. To be honest, just saying. Yeah.
Yep.
Brilliant. No, thanks for that, William. That's interesting.
And spiritual healing as well. That's the same sort of thing. But I was quite.
Bye.
See you later.
See you, Sam.
But I was quite fascinated by it, because in certain parts of the world today, they are still using human body parts and some very exotic animals in making this medicine. Eric,
China.
what are your thoughts? China.
Well, yeah, China. They use is it horse penis for not being able to get an erection. I don't know what that's called.
I'll
make it bigger.
I'm over a whole donut come along.
And to answer,
I said to the doctor, "Can you do it while I wait?" You went, "Nay."
God.
Sorry, Eric. Sorry.
Well, to answer it, that's there's actually been a couple of movies where they say that people have had memories from other people, you know, when they get their body parts. So.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, a lot of people that have, or quite a few people that have recorded that have had heart transplants and stuff, particularly the heart, I think it is, whenever that removed and then a donor one put in, they've sort of taken on not just memories of the person the person who's donated it, but they also take on certain physical attributes. So they pick up their habits, which is really interesting.
Now, I can't remember exactly what body part it is, but I do know there's a movie out there that this girl got a hand or something from a serial killer and started killing people. And
there was a film, wasn't there, called back in the 70s called Hands of the Ripper. Do you remember that, Viv?
Yeah.
The guy had his hands transplanted and they turned out to be the Rippers and he was strangled.
Oh, okay, yeah. I knew it was something like that.
So, what about so I'm going to go back to the history side of things, because I did on the old ancient stuff. And there was a case in Belgium, I believe. And we know this story to be true and a fact, because they would bring out like a newspaper, and it was just one sheet, a bit like a Penny Dreadful, but it was one sheet that had a lot of cartoon drawings depicting on what happened at the time in that area. And on this particular sheet, and I believe it's in a museum somewhere, it was well documented, this sheet, and it talks of a husband and wife that would dig graves and bury people.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's something to do with the Frankenstein name. It's not German. This is in Belgium. And they would dig the graves, and the wife would take body parts of the deceased, because the family are entrusting these people to make medicines for the village, and then bury people. But what happened during the time of this couple, they were arrested because there was an outbreak of the plague. And because there were plague victims coming to them, and they were taking body parts, making the medicine, they believed that they were spreading they were spreading the plague, and the village went down and a lot of people died of the plague. But it's quite interesting that the couple, the husband and wife, did not get plague, and so they were executed, and I think they were burnt at the stake because they were believed to be spreading this disease, and they were found to be making medicines and things from human body parts.
Where was that? Abroad?
That was in Belgium. And it was only a small little town and village, but I thought it was very interesting that this story of this couple and what they did, or they were believed to have been eating babies, and you know how everyone goes into mass hysteria. This couple were taking the dead babies and eating them, and it really silly. But I think back then, when you think about how they lived back then, I think it was 14 something or other the year that this happened. People were quite simple, and I'm not putting them down, because that, you know, they had their beliefs and they lived simple lives, not like what we have today. And they believed that these people were eating babies, and they were doing this and they were doing that, and casting spells, and it just
and other such nonsense.
Yeah, but I thought it was quite interesting because this was documented on this sheet, and it's very well, really lovely designed, and the little pictures on there and the colour on it is still very beautiful to this day, and it's in a museum out there somewhere. But
there are interesting stories, aren't they? A lot. That's where a lot of these fables come from, aren't they? From true incidents like that, you know. People make sort of witch stories out of it and stuff, you know, and all these little horror sort of vignettes that you get. But yeah, they are interesting. But I say recently, it's a few years ago now, but I remember that they, and I didn't realise it until I saw one on TV, that they took, I can't remember which one got executed. One of them got away and one got left to go moved abroad, and one died. I think it was Burke. When they executed him, they then stripped his skin and used it to cover books.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Which was quite interesting.
Yes.
Really?
Which is the
famous Burke and Hare.
Yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, there are lots and lots of things. But yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, we don't know, do we? Even today, I guess, in some of the darkest, deepest parts of these forests around the world, there are probably people like tribal people that still treat body parts like it's some sort of magical medicine, or you know. And at the end of the day, I mean, we don't know, do we? Have they got properties? I don't know. Human body parts might have properties for all I know. You know, it's all magic and belief, isn't it? And intention.
Yeah.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
All right, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
But as well though, it's like I wouldn't. But there's killings. I mean, I'm going to say this: there are people still today, and still in the Western world, that will kill for human body parts to be made into medicine. And I remember in the 90s, not that long ago, they found the remains of a little boy that was washed up onto the banks of the Thames, and there were parts of him missing, and there was links to it used that his body parts were used in Hutu medicine. And that happened in London. Now, if it's happening in London, it's happening right across the world. I can't believe this.
The poor little boy they found in the Thames with the headless top, but that was him, wasn't it? It was one of them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
God, no head and hands were gone, bless him. So they were using him for witchcraft, or whatever, African witchcraft or whatever they said. But yeah, you're right. But you know what? I think that
Is it ignorance? It's got to be ignorance, Stan, surely.
I think probably. Oh, well, I mean, ancient beliefs, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah.
Some of these people, they still hold on to their true belief systems and that. And some people are just nasty, aren't they? Some people are just, you know. I goes, and you got to remember, I guess, as well, where it shouldn't be, but it is. That where these people come from, not all of them, but some of these places, life's cheap, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's not seen. There isn't any sort of moral code binding you from killing. You know, even though, I mean, even in this country, even sort of in the West, I would think that people would revert to type if the chips were down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that, Jay?
What's
People
that?
waking up in a bath of ice to find them.
Yeah.
It happened well back in the 80s and 90s again. You know, people were talking about that. It was a big thing around here. You know, people saying, "Oh yeah, I woke up in a tub of ice and they took my kidney."
Big market, black market with that.
You'll hear it here first. My mother has 3. So if anyone wants one, let me know how much you'd expect to play on the black market and come and talk to me, and then we can sort something out.
Well, it wasn't that long ago, was it, that one of the major hospitals, I can't think which one it was, but one of the major London hospitals, they arrested a couple of doctors in there for they were working on the black market selling body parts. Yeah, so you know, it's.
I'm going to sell one of Jay's body parts. What do you reckon we should sell of Jay's?
Don't know. Has he got anything worth having?
Anything worth having of yours, Jay?
Not really.
Oh dear. I bet this thing doesn't go off tonight.
Oh, bless. But it's a kind thing, though, Sarah. The thought is an amazing thing.
Listen.
Yeah, I heard that too.
What is
you
that?
Hear something trying to talk. Listen.
I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Stop now.
Do it again. If there's somebody with us that wants to talk.
Ooh.
Can you tell us who are you?
Might be Eric's mic.
No.
It's not Eric.
I think it
is it?
I think it's his mic.
Hello?
No, it's somebody else. It's somebody else.
No, it's not Eric. No.
It's not me, is it?
No.
I don't know. It might be me, but I can't hear it. I can hear obviously the feedback.
Ask a question.
I don't know.
Is there anybody that's trying to talk to us this evening? If there's somebody there that wants to communicate with us, can you... It's not me, Rita.
No, it's not him either.
Can you make that noise again, please? If there's somebody there, could you stop making that noise for a couple of minutes and then start again, please?
Stop now.
Yeah, there's somebody there.
Give it a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Does sound like somebody trying to communicate.
Yeah, but what side is it on though? Because I don't have a REM pod out, so I can't test my side.
If there's anybody there, can you if you slow down for a minute, please, and just listen to me if you would, please. Could you tap? Could you do this?
It did it back. I'm on my toes.
Could you make a tapping sound, please? Okay,
I've got a question. Can you just say girl or boy, just one syllable, if you are a male or a female? Okay, but while Bill says, mute your mic for a minute and see
Got an idea.
see if
Actually,
it's
before we
still
do that, you talk, Viv. I'll talk. Then you talk, Eric. Then you talk, Jamie. But we'll be quiet just after to see if it's come any one of us. So, is there? And if there's anybody there, could you make that noise again, please?
If you're on my side, can you tap on something or make a sound?
You make a tap.
Can you say hello?
Was that hello?
Sound like it. Yep, that was a hello. Yeah, I heard that. It sounds busy inside. See if you'll touch your implant.
Can you give us your name, please? If you know one of us, when we talk, can you answer the one that you know? So I'm going to start. If you'd be quiet for a minute, and then when the one that you know speaks, if you could. Do you know me?
Okay. You can let him know that. I will. Okay, good. Yep. Bye.
Do you know me? Definitely not.
She said that she got some pants, but they're not jammies.
That's fine.
Bound.
Do you know me? Can you say yes?
Ask Eric.
You know me?
Do you know all of us?
Do you know just me and Dan? Do you know Viv and Dan?
I'm going to mute my mic, see if it comes through when I'm.
Do you reckon you know Dan? That's still saying it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm now unmuted. You mute yours, Viv. Please.
I'll mute. Or...
No, just do me first.
Okay.
Can you do it now? Can you make that noise again, please? Unmute, Viv.
It's on you, isn't it?
Is it me?
Could be. Hold on, let me mute mine.
It could be anybody,
Both of
couldn't it?
you. I think it's
Viv,
both of you, mate.
Eric, you try it now.
Do you know Eric? Do you like Eric? Do you think he's a nice man?
All right.
Now you, Jay. Do you know Jay? Can you speak to us again, please? It's got to be Jay.
Yeah,
It's
it's coming
Jay.
from Jay's
It's got to
end.
be his mic. It's got to be his mic.
Yep.
It's got to be Jay.
Oh.
He's gone.
You have to go.
Oh, God.
Fucking
I thought we had
Jay.
something going
You
on
shitty-
then.
Jay and shitty mic.
Well, at least we got it solved, you know.
It was funny. See what we have to put up with when we're out investigating with Jay.
Fucking
Screaming.
unbelievable.
It's just
It should be Scooby Don't, shouldn't it? Don't sit there, Jay. Don't do that, Jay. Don't touch that, Jay. Leave that alone, Jay. Don't fucking shout, Jay. His head's spinning around. He's shooting pea soup out at a rate now, Sarah.
Oh, that was funny. We've exercised Jay. Jay's got a bad mic. Jay, to be honest, Jay's got a bad everything, Bill.
Tesco Mike said, Bill.
Do you get Tesco's in Atlanta and in where you are, Eric?
Oh, I'm sure we do.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
come
we
back
got
in.
Tesco's.
Was you, Joe?
Oh, it was.
Yep.
You got any earphones or earbuds you can put in?
No.
It's not doing it now, though, is it?
I think I was charging my phone.
Could be
Oh,
that.
were you?
Yeah, we got Costco.
Yeah.
It might have been the lead then, just slightly moving in the, what do they call it?
In the
When you're
pool.
charged.
Yeah. I'll take it
In the
out.
pole, that's it.
But I'm going to be going soon anyway because I need my tea because I've got to be up early in the morning.
What's for tea, Jay?
I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna go and have a harvester, I think.
Ooh!
Yes,
Yeah.
you!
You never take us for a harvester.
Well, it's only over the road for me, but it was only a meal for one, and it's no one else.
Oh, for God's sake.
So,
What you don't have?
don't know. Food.
Nice. Well, no!
Got a ghost.
I hear they do lovely shreds of beef in there. I've heard somebody said they do lovely beef flaps in there.
Beef flaps.
Yeah.
What do you mean flaps?
Where's a beef flap? No, I don't know.
What's
I
a
know what it
beef
is.
flap? Come on, we all want to know. And what's a harvester?
You know,
Well,
harvester.
a lot of people know them beef flaps. Some people call them beef curtains.
Okay.
Is that the best cut of meat that you get on a cow?
Apparently, it is good. It is good. If you get one that's on the turn, it's very fishy.
He's not gonna
But you
wanna
can
go
always
to
add some of your own made cottage cheese to it.
He's not
Oh.
going to harvester now. Can you tell William what a harvester is?
It's like a shithole that serves cheap food. It's a pub that is pub of sorts, but it's more like a sort of restauranty pub. But they do.
When you come over, William, I'll take you.
Oh, you take William, but you won't take us.
I'll take you. I said I would.
Yeah, but you got to order beef flaps
With a side order of cottage cheese, homemade cottage cheese.
and chips. Everything comes with chips.
It does.
Well done, but
Right, on that
stomach's
note,
hurting
I'm going.
You're welcome, William.
Make sure you cut them up. They're very chewy, I've heard.
I'll let you know about that.
Yes.
I will see you soon.
Take
Enjoy
it
your
easy,
night.
buddy. Take it easy, brother.
Right.
Take it easy. Have a
See
good
you
one.
soon. Love
Don't
you all.
choke on your
Bye.
beef flap.
Stay safe.
But your
Oh.
chips are like actual like wedges, right? Like potato wedges?
Chips.
Sometimes. It all
Because
depends,
what we
really.
call
Proper
chips is
chips
like
are like your
Crinkly
you
ones.
you call what you call chips, we call crisps, don't we?
Okay.
So
Um,
there would be fries over there, wouldn't they? Fries,
Yeah,
not
they'd
chips.
be
Yeah,
fries.
yeah.
Or potato wedges, actually, I think we call them here. When
But you have a thing called Tita. What are they called? Tots.
Tater tots.
Yep, tater
Tate
tots.
tots.
Yep.
Yeah, I had them with William. They were amazing.
I'll tell you what I had actually in an American restaurant. It was and they were really nice. Grits.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really nice. We really enjoyed those.
Yeah. So
Tater tots. Yes, William.
What are tater tots? Are they like what are they?
just like little, you know, we have those croquettes,
Oh,
but
like
they're
little
tiny,
cube,
little
like little
tiny.
cube.
Yeah, deep fried. They're nice.
They sound nice.
Dan, you haven't done this for a while. You're picking.
Okie dokie, piggy the pokey. Stop. Number one.
Uh-oh.
Number one.
Oh God, Which one do you want me to be number one? This one,
That
this one,
That one.
or the one that fell on this one?
Oh, the one that fell down then, yes, please.
Better be a good one. Ooh.
Sorry, on that said she thinks she'll stay out of Harvester.
Yeah, don't go to the one Jay goes to.
Annette, you don't want to know what grits are made from.
What are they made from? Tell us, Eric.
Grits are what Wild Bill said, minced potato fried up in a little ball. No, they're made from turkey. They're the insides of the turkey. Yeah, they're the insides of the turkey.
Well, turkey bollocks, turkey balls.
Well, no, turkey guts, the neck, stuff like that.
Oh, so that's pretty much like offal, isn't it? I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have loads of that over here, then we use for food.
Yeah,
they're made from corn
made
too.
From corn.
Yep.
So, do you want to know what next week's subject's going to be about?
Yes.
Property destruction on investigations. Oh,
I can talk all day about that.
It really makes me angry.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
so we're going to have an angry show next week.
Yep.
The level of freaking disrespect, even if it's well, I'm going to stop.
Next week, Dan. Next week. Don't build up your blood pressure this week.
I just don't like any disrespect of someone else's property, and especially if it's something that's old and it's a heritage. Just drives me mad.
I thought I heard somebody sighing, but it's Andy walking across here sighing. That's all right then. You don't stick your nose in Andy, get out.
I was just thinking, next time we go on an investigation with Jay, should we turn him upside down and check him and shake him, see what comes out of his pockets? Anything that makes a noise, he's got to leave.
Do you know, honestly, Eric, when you're over here, the investigations with Jay, they're quite entertaining because he does scream and run. Seriously, he runs. He gets scared very, very quickly.
He's like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Even if the lights are on, they're not even in the dark.
Really?
Dan, I'll tell you.
Well, you're going to hear me say to him, don't run.
He did it, didn't he? I'm not going to say. I'll tell you.
Tell him.
He did it at... Where were we? The Ancient Ram Inn.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
You were there, Viv. He walked in front of us.
William's right. I scream and run, but not like Jay. Jay's something else.
Jay's another level. Jay takes it beyond the pale, doesn't he? He walked in. I was sitting down in the allegedly this haunted chair. That's I don't know. He walked in. Paul walked in behind him. You were in the room already, Viv, and he jumped. Oh, something's touched my leg! Something's touched my leg! Turned out it was the bloody eiderdown bit of the off the bed. But then he did the other thing, didn't he? Where he got to put the. Tell him that one, Viv.
We sat on the bed back to back, Jay and I, to do the SDS method. So we put the earphones in before he could even pull the blind down. It said a word. It said one word that he recognised.
I've got it on video.
Shit himself. We hadn't even begun yet. He absolutely pooed his pants. No. It said this. It said this. I said, Jay, come on, relax. We're not even started yet.
Oh, Ninja, Telly Davis, Ninja.
Telly Davis, tall Willie.
How you sell? How you doing, well, bud?
It was quite funny. We had to calm him down so we could begin the actual experiment.
Jeez.
And then when something really, really scary happened, there was just me and Jay sitting on the side of a bed, back to back, doing Yestes, and we felt somebody walk around the bed and sit just behind me, and you felt the bed sink.
I got it on video, yeah.
Wow.
And somebody sat behind me, and at that point it was like, maybe we should stop this because they're a bit too close. Like if they're sitting behind me, they're right next to me. And then Jay sat there. I felt that. I felt somebody sit down. I went, yeah, they did. But it was more scared of the words than somebody sitting down behind us and there was nobody there.
Wow.
The best one, Viv, when we came upstairs and I had an injury, but I was like a walking stick and I weren't very good that day. because I'd injured my back and leg and everything. And I was on this walking stick, and I was going up these steps in the cellar at Woodchester Mansion. You were next to me. And fairly, I'll admit, there was something going on in that cellar. I don't know quite what it was, but it was definitely something going on in that cellar because we'd all experienced stuff. But from the bottom to the top, he came so fast, thick and fast, that he knocked. I'm on a walking stick, like a poor old boy injured. Who's next to me? It was like, get out of the way! He fucking shot through a pyramid. He's like,
what happened?
Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Oh God, it is funny. It's so amusing, though. It is brilliant. I tell you, if you want cheering up, take Joe on Investigation.
Oh God, yeah. You'll love it. You'll love it. He's brilliant. He's the best company, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's the best company. He really is. He's a lovely, lovely fella. He really is.
And he's a really good medium as well. Not a lot of people know that. So.
Wow.
Hiya, buddy. Hiya, Pimp. How you doing? Well.
We appreciate you too, Pimp.
We do. We do. Thank you very much for listening to us this evening. Women, as I always shout out, women and winters first. Women and winters first.
I always say when we investigate, I always say to Dan, I had a go at him. I said, "Don't go first." And he goes, "All right, I'll go behind you." No, you're not walking behind me. I said, "We go next to each other." And he looked at me as if like, "You're a crazy bitch," you know.
She won't let me go first or last.
I know. I just
I just do what she says because she shouts at me.
No, I was thinking the one at the front could experience something. The one at the back always gets it. So let's go side by side. And I grabbed hold of him and held his arm.
To be honest with you, I'm not bothered about the ghost, but Viv scares the shit out of me. So that's why I just listen to what she does and just go along with it. I'm kowtowed to her. I'm like this.
No, it's really bad. It's really bad things that happen. Honestly, when I'm out with Dan, as I said before,
best place, Terry.
No, it's not. Because things always crack off when I'm just alone with you, Dan. When we're out investigating, seriously, I cannot emphasize this enough. So we do just like a normal paranormal investigation. There's no funny business. Something will happen. I shit myself. Or sometimes I don't shit myself. We don't even know that it's happened until you're reviewing footage.
In fact, a lot of the time we don't, do we? Until reviewing it.
And he doesn't even see it when he reviews it. He puts it out on YouTube for everyone to see. And I'm sitting there watching it, and it's like, that's moving.
In fact, it was your Andy, wasn't it, that noticed it? And he wasn't even on the investigation, was he? And he noticed it, things slightly moving. And the prime example was the one that we did at
Borley
with the church. And we didn't think, we heard something, we didn't think anything of it. But then when we went away and we sat and had a coffee, like a couple of old pensioners, but then when we reviewed the footage or the audio, you could clearly hear
doors
going bang, 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 and footsteps and all sorts of weird stuff, wasn't there?
We didn't hear none of it because we're too busy.
None of it. Biscuit.
Well, that's why
the spirits must think these are the shittest ghost investigators.
Oh, dude.
But that's why I like watching videos on that, especially reviewing stuff, because I usually catch stuff that other people don't.
Oh. Don't.
Sorry, Eric, you were saying?
Body parts.
Body parts.
What were you saying, Eric? Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying that I like reviewing video because I see stuff that normal people don't, a lot of times.
Yeah.
Well, it's part of the fun of it.
But we sit and try and review it, don't we, Dan?
Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, kitty cat. Kitty cat.
Oh, look. She's beautiful.
She's so cute. She's so cute. Oh, bless her.
That's
a
nice.
little bit of a wash.
Mr. Dorber.
Hello, Bry.
Bry should be getting his soon, too.
His body parts?
No, his REM pod.
He'll love it. Do you know
How you doing, Bry? How you doing? Well,
I love them so much. I don't want to give them to anybody else. I'm just going to keep them all for me.
No, you gotta give them.
Show the people, Viv, that didn't see earlier, please. So these are what Eric's making. They're really cool.
I haven't got the
Skull. It's meant to do that. It's meant to do that.
It's meant to do that. Hang on.
There is an on and off switch inside that skull, by the way.
Oh, is there?
Yep. See that little lever? Little black lever? Yep.
Aha!
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's very cool,
Let me
actually.
turn it on
I
again.
like that.
It is absolutely amazing.
There you go.
Eric, how have you been getting on with the Dragon Ball Z ones?
I've gotten one made, the other one I broke, but I haven't. They're really expensive to buy, so I haven't done more of them yet.
Do you think they're going to be? Do you think that they're going to be feasible to do them at what they cost and what you're going to sell them at?
Well, yeah, I mean, I could sell them for. I'd have to charge at least £100 for them. So
They are nice, though.
yeah,
They are really nice, though.
Um,
And I agree. There's a lot of work goes into them, isn't there? Because you
oh
need
yeah.
to. It's pretty tough, isn't it? Have you got
Uh,
anything else that you're looking at the
Well,
minute, dude?
I'm
Well, you know
commissioning
what?
to make one of those as a music box.
That's cool.
Yeah, that I want to do.
That's cool.
I'll pay you.
That's cool.
All right. Yeah, because I can buy almost anything, so except for human body parts.
Human body parts.
Mm,
Put them in a stew, boil them up, and drink it.
you. Oh, thank you.
Perhaps if we got a real skull, we could get Eric to turn that into a big
I
red
was
hole.
just mentioning that earlier when you were talking about skulls, but I
Do you know
don't.
what? Why not? Why couldn't we turn a human skull into a REM pod?
You could.
We could turn it into lots of things, couldn't you? You could turn it into, you could put all sorts of devices in there. You could have a REM pod, you could have like a voice recorder built into it. You could also have, as a music box, you could do loads of stuff with it, couldn't you, really? And just,
That's really macabre, though. People would frown upon it, the fact that you've got
Yeah.
a real human skull.
But I can buy a life-size skull in that same material and make a REM pod out of it or whatever.
it's a shame, you know, Eric, you haven't got a bloody 3D printing machine.
I know.
Yeah.
But
Because
apparently
you
it costs
could
more.
literally...
Well, apparently it costs more to print them out than it does to actually just buy the skull.
Probably are, Bri. Probably are.
Yeah. But there's more and more sort of strange things coming into the paranormal community equipment-wise. So, I don't know. Maybe there might be accepted. Maybe do it out of an animal skull to start with or
Yeah.
something.
That I
Might
can
be
get.
bad.
It's an interesting thought, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And to a degree, it depends on the REM pod being sensitive. Maybe even dust particles could start them off.
Mm.
But again, this is something as we as investigators should be looking at. I mean, after speaking to Ross last week,
Mm,
you know, he explained a lot of the equipment that we use and how it's not being, it's a waste of time. Just
Yeah. Yeah, it's
do what you
most
do
of it.
anyway. It's just,
So I put a lot of work into that, and I may test them out too before I even send them to
Mhm.
anybody. So
yeah.
I know what sets them off and what doesn't.
I love mine. I'm going to take mine to work. I'm going to tell people the REM pod goes off. Don't interrupt me.
Yeah. If it goes off, shout, dead people are here.
That'd be funny. They'd all exit the building, I think.
I agree, William.
Respect the dead.
Mm.
We could do it out of those serial killers and
Nonsense.
you know,
Mm.
yeah. We could use their body parts
Yes.
respect
Yes.
all day long. All day long.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
A walkie or a banana.
Oh, walkie-talkie setting off EMS
The thing
detector.
is,
they're
I'm
nightmare
learning.
things.
Mm.
I'm learning. Have a pork chop in your pocket because in case Dogman comes out the bushes,
You
can
can
throw
free
it.
eat, throw it around,
Make
yeah,
it walk. So it's busy
Or
eating the pork
If
chop.
we go looking for Dogman, what we'll do, we'll take Jay and we'll say, and we've got your new pendant.
No, all you need to do is take someone that runs slower than you. So all I have to do is
That's me. I'm knackered, aren't I?
Jay will be
I'm
gone,
knackered.
followed by me. Then it'll be Dan. See you later, Dan.
Actually, if I go looking for Dog Man, I'll be doing it on a motorbike.
Get one of those, you know, those petrol scooters that you can stand on.
Yeah. I like and soup it up.
Oh dear.
People put in. See, this is what we talked about the other week. People using equipment and not realising what they're doing with it, and they don't know. I mean, we've seen people, haven't we, Viv, over the years using things like K2 meters when they've just got their phone on and not realise. I mean, silly little things, stupid little things.
Dan, I've seen someone with a K2 meter pick it up and go, "Hello, is there any ghosts here?" A K2. I've seen them do that with Obulus. I won't. There was somebody quite famous that did it with an Obulus. It was quite funny.
It wouldn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me.
And do you know what? The voice came through that Obulus, and it called him wanker because he held it to his ear with wanker. It's funny.
I love it when they say things like that.
I love it when an Obulus swears at you.
Oh, it's brilliant.
You can buy any body part you want from China.
You can.
Oh, look who's come to play.
Oi.
Aw.
Aw.
Oh, looks like Dad's
Gorgeous.
again.
Oh, look at the ears on her.
She's a whippet.
She's a whippet from up north in
She's
Yorkshire.
she's Bry's national dog.
And she says to Dan, "Leave me alone, you bastard."
I want to go out, she says, but I've got no flat cap.
Bry's going to kill you.
Look so skinny.
Right,
She is, yeah. She's like me, like that, Rita. Very thin.
No, you're not.
Bryce says, get me flat cap on.
Trouble is you have to cut a slit for the ears.
Oh, no, I bought her one out of a pet shop.
Oh, wow.
An actual flat cap. Her ears got holes in it, her ears come through, and there's a little bit of elastic goes, look. You got a flat cap, haven't you?
So what about taking her out or taking a dog out on investigations? What
I've taken many dogs out over the years. I don't want to keep doing that.
What happens? What
Well, they want me to marry them.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm talking about the four-legged kind.
Dan.
Whip it in, whip it out.
But you know the four-legged kind. Do you think that there's a place for animals on investigations? Should we be using them, Dan?
I think for alerting, maybe, but no.
Could they give you a false reading though? Because
They
dogs can't
could.
talk to you.
It could.
We could, and then I don't know. I mean, the thing is it right to then maybe put them into a position where you're taking them somewhere that could be quite terrifying for them?
Yeah.
You know, and a prime example was that place that you and I don't particularly like. Like we have not really had much experiences of any. Well, I haven't had anything experiences there, but I just don't like the feel of the place, and I think you're the same, Viv, which is the nuclear bunker.
Yeah.
Because it goes underground, doesn't it? And that it's where it goes underground, where it goes down. It feels like there's something almost ancient that is not. It doesn't. You're not wanted there. And the stories that I've heard about that place, and you know, and so I don't know if you like exposing that animal to that. Or
And plus, like if there's infrasound, like a dog will pick up and a cat on infrasound.
Yeah.
And is subjecting a dog or any animal to come into infrasound, is that not a form of animal cruelty, do you think?
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
It's
think
like
so.
having one of those dog whistles blowing off all the time.
Yeah, even worse, isn't it? Because the thing is that it has all sorts of negative reactions upon the body, doesn't it? If it has it upon ours, it's going to have it upon theirs, isn't it? You know, I mean, I know a story that somebody that took a dog there to do an initial. they were doing a recce on an investigation there, and they got called out there, and the dog, he wanted to take it into the tunnel. I think I told you, Viv, didn't I? And the dog wouldn't go, and he climbed the car to pick the dog up. So anyway, he's pulling and tugging it, the dog wouldn't go. And he used the dog as part of his investigation. And eventually he picked the dog up, and when he stepped over into the tunnel, the dog just died in his arms.
Yeah,
Flat had
I
a
remember that. Yeah.
massive heart attack.
Wow.
So there was clearly something there that was stressing the poor thing out, but he didn't adhere to it. So he just continued to. To be fair, I mean, how would you expect? You wouldn't expect that, would you? You know?
No.
So you don't know what you're taking them into, you know? Oh, sorry, what did William say?
William say.
Yeah, I see that.
In the United States, no federal law prevents owning, buying, or selling human remains unless the remains are Native American.
Yep.
Otherwise, whether you're able to sell or own your remains is decided by each individual. Oh, okay. It's okay. Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
That is
2020 that
interesting.
was changed though.
I guess Native Americans, obviously, people would be
Well,
digging
yeah,
bodies
they're
up,
sick
burial
or-
grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Terry says, "Oh yes, I've done it several times." I guess that's the bodies, Viv, isn't it? The dogs, rather.
The
The
dogs,
dogs.
yeah, the dogs.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It is interesting.
I find it amazing though, Dan, don't you? When you're out investigating outside, and we've actually captured it, not just on film, but on stills camera as well, where a bat has come in and swooped just at the right spot, and we've taken a picture. And it's amazing what you see, like, and so many people will say, "Oh, that's a portal."
You got one, didn't you, at Borley? And it was an amazing photo, wasn't it? It just swooped in the nick of time, and you could see it, couldn't you? It was like a clearly
We knew what it was, so we put it up as an experiment to see what would people think that this is, and the amount of things people claimed it to be was amazing. And do you know, while we welcome everybody's feedback, it shows you that people are not willing to look at it and try and debunk it. They want to believe that it's something paranormal. When we go out, we don't want it to be paranormal. And if we get it, it's a bonus.
Yeah.
I mean, Dan and I went out to look at a waxworks effigy and ended up having the fright of our life.
Wow. That was amazing, though, wasn't it? That was a phenomenal. So, Terry says, miners bark when recorders picked up EVPs. He has been to the cage and Barnet battle site. Yeah, see, that's interesting, when the EVP's been picked up. So he's clearly hearing something that you can't.
Absolutely.
Because obviously it's a different wavelength, isn't it? It's a different auditory wavelength, which is interesting.
Long-eared bats. Do you know, we saw a long-eared bat that was caught in, and it was obviously dead, but out in Norfolk, there was a long-eared bat that was caught in the grasses. Anyway, it was dead, and it was just like there. It'd been there for a little while, but I was like mesmerised by it.
Oh, I know, amazing. But Theobald thought it was an altar study, but yeah, that's how people get caught out, isn't it? But you know what? You slowed the video down. How many people wouldn't?
Yeah, exactly.
Ebony Austin, chef, restaurateur, and CEO of Nouveau Bar and Grill with 2 locations in Georgia, expands on this, saying that grits are specifically made from a starchy, savoury type of corn known as dent corn. Oh, that's interesting.
Like the kernels
Yeah.
of normal.
William,
Thanks
when
for that,
I come over, we'll go and get some grits.
I liked them. When I had them, I really liked them. Thought they were good.
Did you?
Yeah, I loved them. Thought it was lovely. Really nice.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think we should bring the show to a close tonight. Apologies, everyone, that we had no Lois. She's having the night off and having a well-earned rest. Apologies for Jay leaving early. He has been at work, working very hard today. Diddums. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're protected now, aren't they, swallows? House martins are amuck, but swallows, I think, are they protected? I don't know.
Night, Sarah.
Right, Sarah, you take it easy, young lady.
It's interesting.
So tomorrow night on the Simply Spooky channel, we will be joined by the absolutely mental but lovely Kylie Davis of Old Haunts Paranormal. So she will be popping in for a natter, and we'll see what she's been up to. She goes here, there and everywhere, an absolutely amazing investigator. So we'll be catching up with her tomorrow, aren't we, Dan? What are you doing, Dan?
Sorry, I was looking at the thing. Yeah, we are catching up with her tomorrow. She's everywhere. She's like pox.
Pox? More like COVID.
Cheers, cheers, Terry. Lovely. Cheers, buddy.
See you later, Terry. Give my love
William.
to Christine. Thank you, William.
Night, Nicola.
Night, Nicola.
Oh. Oh, that's cool.
What a kind lady. Don't forget, guys, if you want your REM pods, get in contact with Eric Thompson.
Yes.
You could always message Things Network, or you could message Simply Spooky Network, or go to Eric directly if you're interested in a very gorgeous REM pod. I've decided to call my REM pod Mike.
Nice.
His name's Mike.
Okay.
It was a toss-up between Mike and Nigel.
Both good names. Good names.
Yeah. So, guys, we are
got to have a
going
name
to
for him, haven't you?
Yeah. It could be Eric's brother.
It could be.
Could just call it Eric.
I'm calling my fuckface.
Oh.
For God's sake. See what you started, Eric?
Yeah, I know.
We're going to be in investigations, filming a very serious thing, and we're going, fuckface is going off.
Fuckface has gone into one.
We'll have to send you the footage if that happens.
I always fancied having one called Penis, and then going on an investigation as how one of these women keep an eye on my penis for me in case it's
That's naughty. Yeah. You're naughty. Oh, dear. Oh, right. We will be back next week.
Be careful, love is the slightest touch.
7 o'clock on the Things Network, where we'll be talking about property destruction on investigations. We hope you can join us for that. It will get heated. Dan will have...
it's my pet hates.
Oh, God. He hasn't got it yet. So join us if you can for a very heated and passionate debate about property destruction on investigations. So I'm going to leave the last words with you two.
I was just thinking I could say to a young lady, can you get them off for a wee? Could you hold my penis? We'll in the dark an investigation.
He means the skull. He's going to call his REM pod penis.
Yeah. Love. I know it's dark, but stroke my penis. Or if she says, what's that digging in my back? I say, it's all right, it's just my penis.
You're going to get us kicked off the network. You do realise that.
Penis means something else in America.
No, it means penis.
Eric, last words with you.
Just remember, you can hold your friend, but you can't hold your friend's penis.
Hey!
Yeah.
On that note, good night, everyone.
Night.